Thank you for watching Policy and Prejudice. My name is Stevenson. I want to talk to you for a while about Eddie Long, Bishop Eddie Long. Eddie Long belongs to one of the first mega churches going around in the country today. I guess it's called the New Birth mega church or whatever. I only recognize New Birth as far as being the original funk band from the 70s. What Eddie Long here is being accused of is the worst thing any human being can be accused of, even worse than terrorism. That is seducing young boys, pedophile. Long's a homosexual, yes. He has been anti-gay, at least in his sermons and his speeches in churches, in his church, for the longest time. New Birth houses 25,000 members. People are now taking a second look at small churches, storefront churches, churches that house only maybe 25, 30 people. How can you serve 25,000 people? How can one man serve 25,000 people? This church is very affluent. It's located in Lithonia, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. One of the things about this whole incident is Bernice King, the youngest daughter of Martin Luther King, the late Martin Luther King, is also a reverend in this church. What is she doing about it? What would King do? Well, it seems to me that Mr. Long has gotten himself into a bit of trouble. How he's handling it perplexes me. I don't know Long. I don't know if he's guilty or innocent. But the way he's handling it is making it seem like he's more guilty than anything. He's in denial. He never came out and said he was innocent. He never came out and said he didn't do these things. He's even likened himself to the David of the David-Goliath illustration. Okay, you want to believe a millionaire who can take young boys around the world, who owns a church, owns a mega church, build it from ground up, is actually David, you go right ahead. If you belong to a church, you probably believed a lot of other things that are even more exaggerated than that are harder to believe than that. My take on Long is he needs to get himself together. He needs to come clean if he actually did do these things, because it's going to be trouble if it's proven he didn't. One young victim has already stepped forward and has been given very descriptive testimony relating to the smell of his cologne and the tone of his voice. Sounds like torture almost. Long is in a lot of trouble. And to tell you the truth, he should step down at just a mere accusation of things until he can prove himself to be innocent. Whatever happened to that anyway? You know, instead of arrogantly trying to keep your post, keep your position, you know, your church or your building of worship, your place of worship is supposed to be God's house. That lacks credibility. You're hurting yourself. We are encouraged to have such a false conscience nowadays that the Long episode is starting to look like reality TV. I don't know what to say. It's bad. It's bad all over. This not to mention the ongoing problems with the Catholic Church. You know, the people in the Vatican, they've covered up molestation charges for years and years relating to mostly young white boys in the Catholic Church. It takes a powerful entity to cover up for Catholic bishops and their preachers who are into this activity. They became almost like a police department. Even the Pope himself, when Ratzenberg, whatever his name is, when he was a bishop or archbishop, he took it upon himself just to attack bishops who were doing the right thing, who were exposing this. He made it a point to go against these types of bishops, outspoken bishops, and to protect bishops who were accused of this. So he became his own police department. He was like the police union, okay? Only going after people, only stigmatizing people who were doing right. The difference with Eddie Long is the leader of a black church. He doesn't necessarily belong to any powerful organization like the Vatican, but the cover-up is in the minds of black people because black people's brain patterns is a cover-up already. They go to church already prepared to enable these preachers, these ministers, these pulpit pimps, or whatever the case may be. Even pulpit molesters, pedophiles, and homos. You know, you can do anything in the black community and get away with it as long as you're a gangbanger or a preacher, it seems. Eddie Long, my only advice to you is to step down. Please, step down. Forget your ego, forget your pride. Only have pride in finding out whether or not, in proving whether or not you're guilty or innocent, and move on from there. For clbTV, my name is Chris Stevenson. Thank you for watching Policy and Prejudice.